and I've been putting out fire with gasoline.
Final thoughts?
Final thoughts already? Wow.
I don't. I can't really continue that.
Me?
Yeah, go
Adam, final thoughts?
Okay. Back to the Neverlands. I think that little girls should be allowed to sail around the world if they want. I mean, that's a basic premise in Peter Pan. I mean, there was a boat there, and there are children. And I think with Michael Jackson dying, I think all the sovereign power has gone. So I think they should actually ask Peter Pan instead of letting this board of what the fuck, I guess the Lost Boys or something. And they're like, no, girls aren't allowed in our fort. They can't sail around the world. So that's what I gotta say about that.
Oh, right. I think you can just cut it right there. None of us has anything else to add. Adam needs to wear the karate outfit more often. You've entered the Zen stage, man. You're at a whole other level.
You are transcending us right now, and we're just kind of looking up in awe.
You are Buddha, man. You have attained nirvana.
The reason we took a little break during seasons is I was fighting with Balrog and I died. Here I am, Adam the White, came back, wittier than ever.
I don't know how we're going to compete with this.
I don't want to compete with it at all.
Got a final thought.
Were you aware, and are you aware at home, that the Academy Award Best Picture field has been widened to 10?
Wow.
There are now 10 Best Picture nominees.
What did it used to be? It used to be what?
It used to be 5.
Yeah.
All categories were 5.
That's double trouble.
Is it just the best picture?
Just Best Picture.
I can see that being maybe better, maybe not.
And this makes me excited for one because more great pictures get recognized and get a wider range. But it makes me pissed off also because of all the past years, the ones that could have gotten nominated, like Dark Knight and Wall-E last year. Of course now, I mean, Up is like the shoe-in for a nomination. Inglourious Basterds, I think, is a pretty strong shot.
I never saw it.
Hell, even
Well,
Star
Harry
Trek,
Potter.
I think, has a shot.
Thanks,
What
Harry
did Harry Potter?
Harry Potter.
I liked it, I enjoyed it.
I definitely think Star Trek will be a contender.
District 9.
District 9.
District
if
9
it's
is
not,
amazing.
If it's not movie of the year or whatever, best picture.
Movie of the year.
Movie of the year. Best picture nominee, I will be furious. That was the best movie I've seen this year, hands down.
And what they say is that most critics' lists already put out a top 10 anyway. Really, the Golden Globes does because they do 5 drama and 5 comedy. So, I mean, the Oscars have been behind, basically, because everybody else does a top 10. So I guess it makes sense. It's just kind of sad because you think of all the movies in the past that should have been nominated.
Yeah.
It's like, okay.
It's about time.
Yep.
I actually have a final thought, not really going with anything that we've been talking about, kind of like Jared, but
Final shot.
Disney bought out Marvel Entertainment, which means all your beloved superheroes like Spider-Man and Iron Man and Deadpool and Captain America now belong to the same people that owned Hannah Montana and the Jonas Brothers and The Sweet Life of Zack and Cody. So, like, I was talking to my brother and I kind of am 50-50 with it. Like, it's going to be awesome for Disney, like, period in a sentence, because they now have a way to reach all the people that they weren't reaching originally. You know, they were reaching little kids and mostly preteen girls but now they have they widen their.
You know, their
range.
movies,
somehow.
the new superhero movies under that the legislation, I guess, would be like they're not going to be as dark as.
And that's where the other 50%. It's going to be. It can be awful for Marvel because up to this point we've had things like the second Punisher movie that came out was just gore-tastic, grenades getting shot. The Punisher punching through people's faces. And now you kind of go into Disney, and I think the darkest thing they've ever done here in recent memory is Remember the Titans, which kind of dealt with racial issues
A little bit.
and so going from
At a time where racial issues were a bit of a problem.
racial issue going from racial issues in the 60s and not necessarily really dealing with it, but kind of giving us a glimpse at it to
I don't know.
A blind lawyer.
You got Pirates of the Caribbean, but the fact is that that's comedy. I mean, that's straight comedy. That's not. Superhero movies have moral behind it.
But here's the thing with Disney though, is Disney puts out good movies.
They do.
Like they put out
Except
great
for Hannah
movies. Like I'm sure that to whoever watched that movie, whatever audience that was pointed at, I'm sure they really enjoyed it. I'm sure they loved it.
Just know that if
Well, you're not the audience, Up is more geared towards a wider audience than
But,
Hannah Montana.
even if the live action movies now aren't as good as we hope they are, I hope they're great. But the animated movies could ultimately be fantastic because now they got Pixar back.
Yeah.
Like I
So
would
you can make
love
a
to see
Disney Pixar superhero movie.
Yeah.
Like I would love to see Disney just crank out CGI after CGI movie with Pixar of Marvel superheroes.
And they're supposed to have like stuff on the Disney Channel and like Disney World Studio incorporating Marvel heroes. I think like there's a lot of good that can come out of this, but if
I think it's an end of superhero live action and at the beginning of high
yeah.
maintenance superhero.
Which is really sad because I've enjoyed the stint of bringing comic book heroes to life.
Yeah.
Like I've really
It really just reached its peak with Iron Man. I mean, Iron Man was like among the best superhero movies ever made, I think.
Well,
Certainly by the Marvels.
it certainly started out with like Spider-Man.
superhero trend. Right?
Yeah, the superhero trend started with the original Spider-Man in 2001. And after that, it was just an avalanche. Everyone was cranking them out. Batman got back into it. Superman got revamped. Iron Man came in. I mean, but I'm just saying, like, all these movies started, the Incredible Hulk got remade and then remade because the first remake was awful. But I hope that Disney keeps going with the live action. I'm glad that DC hasn't been bought out by someone yet because it's going to be a lot of fun to see them. I think DC will kind of take over that right?
Yeah.
I think you do have to want Disney, like, somehow